Good morning, Akwaaba. Welcome to my yoga channel. My name is Mark, and we're going to come to a few poses today, which I hope you'll find helpful for bringing movement and energy to the body. In particular, first thing, just to really help wake the body up, especially if you're feeling a bit stiff. I'm going to start by coming onto our mat, come into a comfortable seated position, or you can do as I'm doing here, just come into your knees, bring your knees together, uncurl the back toes. If you are sitting cross-legged, feel free to sit on a block. I'm going to start by coming to a few shoulder rolls. So on the inhale, drawing the shoulders up to the ears and all the way back. I'm going to go for 5 of these, really exaggerate the shoulder rolls here. Before come to reverse. And again, taking 5 shoulder rolls, going up to the ears and down. Once you're ready, place your hands in your legs. And on the inhale, we're going to raise that right arm up towards the sky. And bring that right hand up and over the left ear. And just relax the right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe use the resistance of the hand against the left side of the head, just to bring a nice stretch along the left side of the neck. Maybe place the right hand to the back diagonal. So you bring a nice stretch down the back diagonal side of the head. And when you're ready, just push the head back up. And let's take the other side. So again, on the inhale, lift the left arm up, and then place it up and over the right ear. And then gently just start to bring the head down towards the left side. Again, using resistance of the hand against the head just to bring a nice stretch down the right side of the neck this time. Maybe place your right hand to the side of the mat. And again, let's take that left hand towards the back diagonal. Just come to a different stretch into the neck. Really try and sit tall. When you're ready, push the head back up. Shake out the arms, shake out through the shoulders. And on the inhale, take a deep breath. Is take the arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace the hands behind the head. And take the gaze up towards the sky, shining your chest up before creating length in the back of the neck. As we use the hands at the back of the skull, let's take our gaze down towards our knees, bringing the elbows together. Try and loosen any gripping or tension in the jaw. And on the inhale, bring the arms into cactus and shine the chest up to the sky again. We'll come back to a neutral. And let's just turn onto our mats and come onto our knees before finding ourselves into child's pose. At any point during this practice, again, feel free to come to child's pose. I love coming to child's pose, and particularly if you're feeling dizzy or feeling a bit tired, fatigue. And also during the day, 2020 has been a bit of a tough one. Child's pose is great at alleviating stress and anxiety. On your inhale, we're going to come up into our tabletop. So hands tucked into the shoulders and start to come into a cat and cow. So I'm going to bow the belly down, take the gaze up to the front diagonal, and press the hands to the mat. Let's take the gaze towards the navel. And again, inhale to look up, exhale to look into our navel. And again, inhale to look up, draw in your belly, take your gaze towards your navel, create space between your shoulder blades, and then come back to a neutral position. From here, just feel free to take responsibility of your practice and find movement in your body. And come into a freestyle. Maybe take your hips into a figure of 8. Maybe press your hips forward and then back onto the mat. Back towards the heels. And then let's all meet in a stationary position for coming back into one more cat and cow. Taking the gaze up and then taking the gaze back towards your navel. We're going to find ourselves back into a neutral position before curling the toes under and come into our first downward facing dog. From here, we're going to stretch out the hamstrings, the calf muscles in the back of the legs. downward facing dog or down dog is an excellent pose for building strength in the shoulders. Maybe come up onto the tiptoes before lengthening the hamstrings as you come back down. Draw the heels towards the mat. And just come into a neutral position before tiptoeing forward towards the front of the mat. Let the torso hang heavy, let the head be heavy, and start to sway from left to right. Maybe taking opposite hands to opposite elbows. Just for nice and light. You want to take a slight bend of the knees here. And when you're ready, let's start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Again, just stay nice and heavy. Let gravity keep the arms heavy. Let the shoulders come up. Let the head come up last. We're going to stand at the front of our mat in Tadasana with our palms facing forwards. Together, let's walk right towards the front of our mat. Maybe place our feet together. On the inhale, going to draw the arms up towards the ceiling and bring the prayer through our chest as we come down. Let's come to a halfway lift, hands in the shins. Come to Uttanasana and all the way back up for one sun. We're going to repeat this another 4 times. So we're going for half suns here. Should come into the second one. So inhale, again, lengthen up. Take the prayer towards the sky and bring the prayer to our chest. Inhale to draw up. Exhale, bend from the hips as you come all the way down. Take the hands to the shins for a halfway lift. And relax into Uttanasana. On the inhale, come all the way up. Again, bring our hands to our chest. Now take the hands up to the ceiling. Exhale to come down. Inhale to Uttanasana. Exhale to release. Inhale to come all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring our hands to our chest. Again, keep going at your own pace. Whilst we're only doing 5 during this session, I like to do anywhere between 5 to 10 first thing in the morning. I find it brings it's a nice way to warm up all the different parts of my body. And the last one, come all the way down. Again, come into our halfway lift. Place our hands at the front of the mat. From here, we're going to lift that left leg up and place that left leg all the way towards the back of the mat. Uncover the back toes and find ourselves in our runner's lunge. On the inhale, draw the arms up towards the ceiling. You've got bend in that front right knee. You're just going to find yourself come to a nice stretch, in particular into that left hip flexor. Runner's lunge is a great pose for developing stability and flexibility. On your next breath, place your hands back down the front of the mat and press up into our crescent lunge. So you're on a high lunge now, you're high in the back toes. On the inhale, take the hands up towards the ceiling. And on exhale, come into a twist. So you want the right arm going back, left arm goes forward. On the inhale, let's come back to neutral, take the arms back up. And exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Let's go for one more. Inhale, drawing through the belly. The arms come up to the ceiling. And exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards. Let's draw the arms up one more time towards the sky. Really shine your chest forwards and place your hands back down. Drop into that left knee. We're going to come high on the left toes and start to walk the body back and lengthen up through that right leg as we come into a half splits. We've brought movement into the legs, and the half splits is, again, it's great for stretching out through the thighs, the hamstrings, and your groin area. If there's any runners, any cyclists, it's a great stretch for where you might hold tightness in the legs. On the next breath, you're going to push up and place that leg all the way back as we all meet in high plank. Rock forwards and back on the toes in high plank. As we engage the core on the exhale, bend into the elbows to come all the way down for low plank. Inhale to come up for upward facing dog. Press into the hands, curl the toes under as we all meet back in downward facing dog. Try to stay for 3 breaths. Inhale, create length in the spine, lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, energetically draw your heels back down towards the mat. When you're ready, let's all tip-toe step towards the front of the mats. Shake out through the shoulders. On the inhale, let's come up for a halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, come all the way down. Let's take the other side now. So this, I'm going to lift that right leg up and place it all the way at the back of the mats. We're going to find ourselves coming into runner's lunge on the right side. When you're ready, draw in through the abs. On the inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. Either bring the hands together or keep them shoulder width apart. Just maintain your breath here. Try not to grip into the jaw. On exhale, release the hands back down. Curl the right toes under, and let's all come up into our crescent lunge, our high lunge. So you're coming high into the right toes. Maintain that bend in that left knee. You should take your arms all the way up towards the ceiling here. On this side, we're going to take a modification. As we come into the twist, at this time it's going left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale to draw up. And again, left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale, take the arms up towards the ceiling, the sky. Go for one more twist. Twist into the left, left arm back, right arm forwards. Let's come back towards center as the arms go up. And place your hands again onto the front of the mat. And let's again come into our half splits, this time on the left side. So you're still high on the right toes, you're creating length and a nice stretch in your left hamstring. You're going to curl your left toes in towards your face, maybe engage through your left quad, which will again create space into your left hamstring. Feel free to walk the body forward, walk the hands forward. Just maintain your breath, and on your next breath, start to walk the body forwards, come onto the hands, and let's step that left foot to join the right foot at the back of the mat. Let's walk forwards back on the toes again, engaging through the core. Kind of bend into the elbows for a low plank. And exhale, push your hands to the mat. That's where you again all meet in that downward facing dog. Stretch out the hamstring and the calf muscles. From here, let's start to walk the hands back for about 10 centimeters. I'm going to come into a twist. So take your right arm, your right hand to the outside of the left calf if it's there for you. Or if you've got space, feel free to take that right hand underneath the sole of the left foot to come into a twist, taking our gaze underneath our left armpit. And on the exhale, release out. I'm going to come into the other side. So I'm going to take our left hand again either to the right thigh, the right calf, the outside of the calf, or again on the underside of the right sole of the foot. If our gaze going underneath our right armpit, we'll twist to the right side. And come back towards center, come back into our downward facing dog, taking our gaze towards the back of the mat. When you're ready, let's all meet in high plank. From here, let's all drop our knees to the mat, uncurl the toes, and bring our torso all the way down. Release the arms either side of the body and take our gaze over towards the left side of the room. Just come to a gentle stretch into our necks here. Let's switch sides and let's take a gaze over towards our right side. Just feel supported and grounded here. On your next breath, let's bring the arms up so they're in cactus, they're at right angles. Start to come into leg lifts. So we're going to first start to lift up through that right leg. Just 3 times, point out through the toes. Your right shin's lifting, your right knee's lifting up off the mat. And let's switch and take the other side. Let's go for one more. And bring the leg back down. This time we're going to lift both legs up together. Synchronize. So again, we're going for 3 leg lifts. I'm going to switch and start to lift the torso up. So our arms are still in cactus, lifting up through the chest. Our gaze is just beyond the front of the mat. Let your neck be relaxed. And for the third one, come back down. For the last three, let's go for the legs and the arms and the torso. So excellent stretch. Again, for building strength as well in your lower back. And relax back down onto the mat. Let's place our hands underneath our shoulders. From here, we're going to push up into our upward facing dog, draw on our chest through our arms. Maybe take a gaze over our right shoulder. And again, take a gaze over the left shoulder. You're soft through the shoulders. And on our next breath, we're going to push up and all meet again in our downward facing dog. Remember to maintain your breath here. Let's all jump or step forward towards the front of the mat. Bend into the elbows. Slowly start to come down onto the bum. The soles of our feet on the mat. Our knees are bent. Slowly start to roll back until our backs are flat on the mat. Lengthen out through the legs. And start to draw that right knee into your chest. Bring some movement into the hips by taking the knee maybe clockwise and then anti-clockwise. I'm going to come to a supine twist here. So place the left hand up and over the outside of the right knee. And just start to draw that right knee across the body. Your knee doesn't have to reach the mat or the floor. If you've got any props hand, you've got a block or a book, feel free to place it underneath the knee. Place the left hand just on the outside of the right knee. Taking the gaze over towards the right side, and when you're ready, draw that knee back in. For one more, pull in and then relax that leg down. And let's take the other side. So this time I'm going to draw that left knee into our chest. Just come to a circular motion. Get ready for our supine twist. This time the right hand is going up and over the left knee. Remember, we're twisting here from the spine and the lower back. If you can, try and keep your shoulders flat onto the floor. Feel free to close the eyes and relax into the posture. Just really let gravity pull the knee down, so you don't have to put any pressure or effort into this posture. Feel free to come out. Just pull the knees into the chest one more time and start to massage out through the lower back. Again, taking the legs, the knees clockwise and anti-clockwise. Come up for one more hug in. Just relax the legs down. Place the arms either side of the body. Our palms are facing up. Let's come into stillness and a bit of silence before we get ready for our day. As we'll come to Shavasana, corpse pose. Release your breath, come back into a natural breath, releasing the Ujjayi breathing. Feel free to stay here. Whenever you're ready, come out of the pose. And yeah, I hope you find that practice helpful. It's a nice 18-minute stretch for first thing in the morning. Feel free to leave me any comments or like the video, or feel free to share. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. My name is Mark and this is Akwaaba Yoga, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care now.